Most students know what MBBS, BDS, BAMS and BHMS are. But the real confusion is this. Which one is right for me? How much NEET score do I actually need? What if my marks are average? Now, let me answer all these questions very honestly. First, understand this clearly. NEET score decides your seat, but mindset will decide your success. Ask yourself these 4 questions. Can you handle extreme pressure for 10 to 12 years? It requires long study, night duties, emergency pressure. If the answer is yes, go for MBBS. If no, consider other options seriously. Second question. Do you like precision, tools and hands-on work? So it requires working with hands, detail-oriented work, building a private practice. If yes, go for BDS. Third question. Do you believe in natural healing and lifestyle correction? It requires interest in Ayurveda, holistic treatment and preventive healthcare. If yes, go for BMS. Fourth question. Are you patient, empathetic and good at communication? It requires long-term treatment, one-on-one patient trust and emotional intelligence. If yes, go for BHMS. Choosing a course opposite to your personality will lead to burnout. Important note. NEET cutoffs change every year based on category, state quota, government versus private colleges. These are approximate safe ranges for understanding. So now I'm going to tell you about the NEET score that you will require to go into MBBS, BDS, BHMS or BAMS. So these are approximate scores that I'm going to tell you. These are not the exact marks that you need to score, but just an approximate from the previous years or from the previous cutoffs. So, the NEET score for MBBS. Now, if you want to do MBBS from government college and if you come under general quota, then you will require 600 plus marks out of 720 to get admission to a government medical college, government college, MBBS college. If you are into reserved category and if you want government college, you will need to score approximately between 520 to 580 marks out of 720. And if you are okay with private college, then you need to score anywhere between approximately 450 to 550 marks out of 720. But yes, private colleges have a huge fee. Now for BDS. Now, if you want government college for BDS, you need to approximately score between 450 to 550 marks out of 720. And for a private college, you need to score approximately between 350 to 450 marks out of 720. And if you want to go for BAMS and a government college, then you need to score anywhere between 400 to 520 marks out of 720. And for a private college, you need a score of between 300 to 400 approximately out of 720. And for BHMS, for government college, you need to score between 380 to 500 marks out of 720. And for a private college, 250 to 380 marks approximately out of 720. So these are the NEET score ranges approximately that I have shared with you. Now, most important. Now this is most important that I'm going to tell you. So let's go to The next topic. Now let me say this very clearly. First, high NEET score is not equal to a happy doctor, right? You must have that passion in you. Then you can be happy along with being successful. Okay. This is first. I'm very clear on this. Second, MBBS is not equal to MBBS is not equal to guaranteed success. Even if you do MBBS from a reputed college or whatever, success is not guaranteed. Third, most important, low NEET score is not equal to failure. There are multiple options in the medical field itself that you can pursue even if you get low NEET score. So apart from these options, there are many other options into medical field that does not require high NEET score. So I'm also going to make a video on that. The next video will be on that. Medical careers with low NEET score. So these three things I'm very clearly stating over here. Why? Because I have seen average score BAMS doctors earning well. I have seen excellent MBBS students quitting due to pressure. I have seen BHMS doctors building strong personal brands. Success depends on alignment, not comparison. Now, you need to take a decision. So use this formula before choosing any of these medical careers. One formula I will tell you that you can use to decide which course you will be happy doing. And that formula is interest plus mental capacity plus financial reality plus this formula is very important when you are deciding your career, when you are about to choose your career. So if you want to decide whether you want to go for medical career or no, if you want to decide which of these courses you will be happy in doing, then use this formula. First is interest plus mental capacity plus financial reality plus long-term vision. All these 4 points you have to consider. Interest. So which is that career where your interest lies? Do you really have interest in medical career or no? Do you really have interest in doing MBBS, or you have interest in doing BDS or BHMS or BAMS, you have to find your own interest, your own passion before choosing. So interest is very important. Second is mental capacity. Mental capacity, students and parents generally don't think about, the mental capacity of that student. Whether you have that mental capacity, whether you will be able to handle those night duties, whether you will be able to handle the pressure, the study pressure, and also after completion of your course, the work pressure. Okay? Your mental capacity is very important. Third is financial reality. Very important. Because, see, if you want to go to MBBS and if you are aspiring for a government college, and if you don't get one and you are thinking of entering into a private college, they have huge fees. All the private colleges have huge fees. So becoming a doctor is not easy financially. It is really very costly. So you also need to check your financial reality. Yeah. So for this, you should know the fees of different colleges in India, right? So if you want to know the colleges around you, medical colleges around you, if you want to know their cutoffs, if you want to know the available seats, and most important, if you want to know the fees of all the colleges in India, comment yes, and I will give you a complete chart of the fees of all the colleges in India. Last one is long-term vision. What is that you want to do for your entire life? What is your vision? What are you planning to become? What are you planning to do? What kind of work you would love doing for your entire life? Because once you choose a career, that is going to be for a lifetime, right? So you also need to consider your long-term vision. So use this formula when you are deciding your career. Use this formula when also you want to decide between any of these courses. It is really going to help you. Generally, students only think about marks. इतने marks है तो am I getting admission to MBBS, or इतने marks है तो MBBS को अगर नहीं मिला admission तो should I go for BDS or BHMS? Their mind starts running behind degrees. Students generally, parents also think about कौन से डिग्री के लिए एडमिशन ले लिया जाए, लेकिन they don't think about these real 4 parameters that you need to consider, because बाद में रिग्रेट करने से कोई मतलब नहीं है, राइट? बाद में रिग्रेट करके कुछ नहीं हो सकता. तो for that, initially you must think about this 4 parameters. So now let's go to the next point. See, and if even one of this is ignored, career stress starts within 2 to 3 years. इसमें से अगर एक भी पैरामीटर आपने अगर मिस कर दिया या इग्नोर कर दिया, career stress will surely start within 2 to 3 years. So think about all of this. And if you are not able to get an answer for all of these parameters, अगर आपको नहीं पता कि कैसे find out किया जाए interest या mental capacity या finances and vision and all that, comment below. I will guide you properly. Then most important, biggest mistake students and parents make. The biggest mistake is saying MBBS नहीं मिला तो कुछ भी ले लो. That is the biggest mistake. That कुछ भी becomes 5 years of regret, So, medical career has multiple respected paths. MBBS is just one of them. It's not the only one. Remember. So, if you want clarity, confidence, a realistic roadmap, realistic career roadmap based on your score, based on your mindset, if you want to find out any of these parameters, then comment below yes, and I will guide you through all of your medical career. Thank you.